You don't think that? You don't think that?
Nah, I don't think so.
No?
Nah.
You don't think it's like coincidental that like, you know, maybe Clinton had some fucked up shit that happened in Arkansas and they're like, all right, we're gonna get you out of that, but you know, you're gonna keep on, you're gonna have an interesting political career, just look out for your boys.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think they had film footage of it, and I think they controlled the media. But you know, the Clinton stuff goes way back.
I don't know
Do you know
enough.
the Mena, Arkansas shit?
No.
Clinton was the governor of Arkansas when Barry Seals was running cocaine through Mena, Arkansas. He would go to South America, and there's all this footage. There's a great movie about it with Tom Cruise.
That's the...
Yes, that's about Barry Seals.
Okay.
And that was a real guy who was a pilot who would fly back with coke.
Yeah.
And they would drop the coke off in Mena, Arkansas. Okay? And they dropped the coke off, and these two kids found it. They found the drop. They murdered these two kids, and they said the kids committed suicide. The kids were doing drugs. They fell asleep on the train tracks.
Yeah.
They just made this shit up, right? So when they when they did the autopsy on the kids and they said, oh, the kids died of suicide, they got high and they slept on the train tracks. The parents are like, that's not our kids. Our kids would not do that. So they do a separate autopsy, separate independent autopsy, and they find knife wounds in these kids.
Bro.
So the kids have been murdered. It gets worse. So then Barry Seals agrees to sell everybody out. So he agrees to testify. He is on his way to the courtroom with George Bush's phone number in his fucking pocket when he's gunned down in his car. Yeah, he's assassinated on his way to testify. A guy who's absolute, and also in the movie, the Tom Cruise movie, they showed Bill Clinton pardoning him. He got caught for something, Bill Clinton pardoned him.
Whoa, what if?
Yeah.
What if compromising people saves their life? What if back in the day you're like, yo, if you talk, I'm gonna kill you. Actually, I think you're gonna talk. You're dead. Like, that's what the mafia does, right? They're like, you're gonna snitch, we're killing you. Any gangs, whatever, you're gonna snitch on us, we're gonna kill you. But what if their technique is like, dude, I'm tired of killing people. You're gonna fuck some kids, or you're gonna do something that you do not want getting out there.
Yes.
You better not tell.
Yes. Well, you got to think a guy like any prominent big-time politician, they know so much shit about so many people and so many different things that are wrong.
Yeah.
So many different things that are illegal. So get him to fuck your kid. You got to wonder about Anthony Weiner.
Keep going.
Anthony Weiner was the guy that was...
Showing that dang.
He was showing that dang.
Yeah.
And he was married to
Did
Uma.
you see it? Not to distract.
No, I didn't look at his cock. I heard it's a good
He had a
sized
good sized cock.
Good
I
piece
look
on
at a
him.
famous dick.
Look, he's a fucking bold man, and he was an amazing speaker, okay?
Yeah.
And they were worried about him. They were thinking this motherfucker could be a big-time politician.
So we need to compromise his ass.
So I don't know whether he was just a freak or whether this is how he's always been, and this is his kink, but he likes sexting with underage girls.
Bad.
So they put him in fucking jail for it.
Bad.
But here's what's interesting about it. The very laptop that he was using to sex with these underage girls also has Hillary Clinton's emails on it. Like, that was part of the problem. Like, his wife was communicating with Hillary Clinton.
Joe, we need
What is this?
We need a...
I was getting to that. I just had it ready.
Oh, FBI communication of discovery of Hillary Clinton emails on Anthony Weiner's laptop computer. So they found her important emails on the laptop that he's using to sext with these underage girls, to have these messages.
Pretty convenient, isn't it?
Look, I'm not saying he didn't do it, because I think he did. Because he sent pictures of him with his dick. You can't... I think he's a freak. And I think, like I said, they're ugly actors. They're people who are ugly. They're too ugly. I think the guy's a comic. That's what I think.
Who, Weiner?
Weiner.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a comic. Just nobody ever taught him how to do comedy. So he just expressed his freakitude in terrible, awful ways. But there's a picture of him. He's got his phone up like this. And he's got his hog, like half hard, in his underwear, lying there. And I think he was like lying with one of his kids.
Oh, that's foul.
It's crazy.
That's
'cause
weird.
He's sending these to girls just all willy-nilly. Do you know how nuts that is? That he just doesn't even know these gals? So maybe he was just a sex addict. Maybe he was a sexting addict with underage girls. See, there's a picture of his hog.
Where
and
is
his
it?
kid asleep. See right there? Right there?
Question. And now you got me on this fucking
But
rabbit
here's the
hole,
thing.
dog.
But look at those selfies.
No, I see it.
But go back to look at the upper left-hand corner. Like, he was a freak, okay? It's not like he's getting roped in. He was a freak. He was clearly a freak. There was something about him that was a freak. But also, I mean, he's sexting with a 15-year-old. Did he know she was 15?
That's
He
the
did,
other
right?
question. Did he? Was he aware of the age?
Maybe they edited it. Who knows?
Pled guilty.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's a picture he
Well,
sent to
maybe
his
they told him to
wife.
kill him.
Wait, what?
Who knows?
That's what they do. But maybe that was a picture he sent to his wife, and they're like, "Now we're gonna send that to a 15-year-old because now we got your laptop. We could do whatever, and then we got some worse shit on you, and you're gonna take this little charge right here before we tell you what we're really up to."
He was very bombastic and very argumentative in the Senate, and he would yell and scream, and the senator is out of order. The senator would yield the floor. And he had this way of talking. Very powerful speaker.
Do you
go ahead,
think-
Jamie.
He knew.
He knew.
Yeah.
I don't want to. We don't need to get into this, but
I don't want to
he
know.
knew.
No,
He
that's
knew.
gross.
Yeah.
Do
so
you- okay.
maybe there's a culture of these creepy guys doing this shit to younger girls in politics. Maybe
Yeah.
there's a culture of that. Maybe he's an example of that culture.
Yeah, it's like, it's not that like, it's not like politics makes you do that. It's
Right.
politics has something that is enticing to those type of people, which is obviously power. It's like,
Yes.
it's like the Catholic Church doesn't make you touch kids, but if you did want to touch kids and you want some smoke screen, okay, here's a perfect situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
Like, I don't think Catholicism makes you do that. But if you did want to do it, that would be the perfect place to go.
I think one of the ways that Catholicism does do that is you go there when you're young and you get molested, and then you think that that's normal.
Right,
and then you
right,
start
right.
molesting other kids.
Right.
That is one thing that does happen to people that get molested. There's not just a high rate of them molesting other. There's a high recidivism rate. But there's a very high rate of them molesting people as well.
Yes.
That's one of the horrible. It's like almost like you're a vampire when you do that to some kids. It's like you put it in them, and then they go out and perpetrate the same evil that was done to them.
That's a good way of putting it.
It is like that in a way, because you hear all these stories about guys who molest kids who were molested.
Yeah.
But I think there's a sickness when someone wants to fuck a 15-year-old. Even if you want to text them and pretend you want to fuck a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
Especially a guy with kids.
Yeah, it's just so fucking.
But how many of them were there? Like I told you about that Breitbart Podesta quote.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
Like, that's a crazy quote.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true. I don't know what the fuck
Do you believe it?
I don't know what to believe. And this is after all of this. Here, Jamie, I'm gonna send you this. I'm gonna airdrop this to you. I'll just text it to you.
Hold on 1 second. I'm peeing. I'll be right back.
Go pee.
All right, we're back.
And we're back.
Less pee.
Feel better?
Oh, dude, so much.
Anyway, so we're talking about creeps and people who want to fuck kids.
Yeah.
Here, this is a thing that Andrew Breitbart tweeted in 2011 before he died. How prog guru John Podesta isn't household name as world-class underage sex slave op cover-upper